perfect fit.
After the battering they received by the visitors in the first test, Sri Lanka will be desperate for improvement in the second, with valuable ICC World Test Championship points at stake. The rank turner offered by the curators backfired on the hosts, with none of their spinners able to exploit the conditions as needed, whereas Sri Lanka's batters looked lost against the spin of Nathan Lyon and part-timer Travis Head. Australia, on the other hand, are riding high after defeating Pakistan in Pakistan and now having the chance to seal this series 2-0. They will be particularly happy with the result in the first game, considering their humiliating 3-0 defeat to the same opponents in 2016, the last time they toured. Sri Lanka have added 4 spinners to their squad, but it is the batting that will be in focus after the massive collapse in the second innings of the first test, where they lasted just 22.5 overs. They will be relieved that Angelo Matthews has recovered from COVID in time to train ahead of the second game, but the batters will need a massive performance if they are to help level the series. At least one debut seems to be on the cards for the hosts, with Mahish Theekshana, Dunith Wellalage and Prabhat Jayasuriya vying for 2 spots at the expense of Lasith Ambudeniya, who has been released from the squad, and possibly even the last game's debutant Jeffrey Vandersay. Having been bailed out by the lower order in the first innings, the Aussie middle order, in particular the likes of Marnus Labuschagne and Steve Smith, will want to get some runs under their belts before they head into a bit of a break with their next scheduled international at the end of August.
මුළු ලෝකෙම වෙලා උඩු යටි කුරු අපි අල්ලගන්න යන්න පුංචි පුංචි තරු අපිට සෙට් වෙන්න ෆිට වෙන්න විසිතුරු මේ perfect fit එක මාරු Moose, the perfect fit.
A couple of key players have contracted COVID, really setting the cat amongst the pigeons in the Sri Lankan camp. With Dhananjay De Silva and Asitha Fernando out, their likeliest replacements are Oshada Fernando and Kasun Rajitha. But in a situation like this, anything can happen. If there are no fitness issues to be dealt with, the Aussies will likely go with the same unchanged 11. However, there is also the chance that left-arm spinner John Holland replaces leggy Mitchell Swepson, but it's a very slim chance after Swepson's decent performance in the first game. Sri Lanka are going to need their big guns to fire with the bat in this game if they are to have any chance of turning the tables on the Aussies. You get the feeling Dimuth Karunaratne and Angelo Matthews, the 2 most experienced batters in the side, will have to score big and have the others bat around them. With the ball, it looks like Ramesh Mendis, just 7 tests into his career, will have to shoulder the bulk of the responsibilities. Nathan Lyon will once again be the key for the visitors, with his performance with the ball likely to decide the game, particularly if Sri Lanka bowl well. As we said ahead of the first test, if it's Galle, then you know it's going to spin. But after the game ended in more or less 2.5 days, conditions will hopefully be a little more conducive to runs here. There could be some adverse weather on the horizon for the second test as well, particularly during the weekend. However, with the pitch playing the way it did in the first game, a result is more or less guaranteed, even if there are interruptions.